Well, I was gonna do other videos, and I actually had videos recorded, but I mean, my dear Jesus, okay? We need to talk about this. This takes front stage over everything. A Harry Potter TV show. All right, I have conflicting thoughts about this. So here's how this works, okay? I just saw this on Twitter, so my eyes looked. I received the information through my brain cells, okay? I read the article. I quote tweeted it on Twitter, which you can follow me over on Twitter, by the way. And while you're at it, make sure you're obviously subscribed here, bell, all that good stuff. Then I hit the record button, and that's it. That's where I'm at now. So everything is on the fly, pretty much. And I guess we can go over some of this. A Harry Potter live-action TV series is in development at HBO Max. Sources tell The Hollywood Reporter. Now, they immediately say afterwards that it's news that executives at HBO Max and Warner's are engaged in meetings to find a writer and pitch for the Harry Potter TV series. No writers or talent are currently attached, as the conversations are still extremely early stages and no deals have been made. And then this is a quote: "There are no Harry Potter series in development at the studio or on the streaming platform," HBO Max and Warner Bros. Reaffirmed in the statement to The Hollywood Reporter. So it's happening, but it hasn't happening yet, so we're still being met with no. Okay, so that's it. I mean, they keep going on, but honestly, all that stuff I would say is just it's just journalism in 2021. You don't really need to read all that stuff. I would imagine within the next year or so, this is fully announced, fully confirmed. They get the cast back. They get as many people back, I would imagine, in that core cast, or what you can imagine that core cast would be, as they possibly can, and they move forward. They film, they do it, and we probably have it, okay, on the streaming platform within the next 2 to 3 years. Let's just say that for fun. It could be longer. Could be, let's say, you could say 3 to 4 years, right? I love Harry Potter. If you guys don't know, I cover Hogwarts Legacy, which is one of the bigger things that I cover on the channel. I know there's a lot of people into Harry Potter, Wizarding World, Hogwarts Legacy on this channel. I can tell you that my thoughts of like YouTube and videos and coverage, this does get me excited because, again, like everything I just said, I love this world. I love the characters. I love a lot about it. I've only up until now really covered the games. I did actually cover Fantastic Beasts 2, but I didn't cover it all that much, and the channel wasn't as big as it is now, and I'm sure as it will be as the years go on. So I do get excited in that way. At the same time, I am and this is truthful, I am extremely worried about it. I really am. And the reason that I'm worried about it is because it is another franchise that wants to do it again. Catch lightning in a bottle twice, so to speak. And now again, is it really even that? Not necessarily, because you can still pull it off. But I just look at a lot of other franchises that have come back or tried or whatever, and they fall into I don't know, they do things just for clicks and without getting too political or too really anything there. They can, I would say, really mess things up by doing it. Now, I know, generally, I'm a very optimistic person, and I do believe that, they can do good things about it. At the same time, and also, by the way, you got J.K. Rowling. How does that work? So nobody really likes her, okay? Now, my opinion with her is she's an individual. She can say and think whatever she wants. If you don't like it, you have every right to not listen to her, okay? I don't believe in canceling anybody or anything. That's just one of my general statements. I know I have, in a way, not necessarily defended her, but when she's been brought up, like when Kotaku writes the stupid articles that say, don't get Hogwarts Legacy because J.K. Rowling's attached, when in reality, she has very little, anything to do with Hogwarts Legacy. And secondly, if you don't want to get the game, sure, don't buy it, but that's one of the stupidest reasons I could ever think of to not get the game, all right? But you have her, so what does that even do? Like, does the cast like her? Is she writing it? Because we know they've really elevated her in the movies, where that's actually part of the reason why Fantastic Beasts 2 wasn't so good, is she wrote the movie, and writing a movie and writing a book are two very, very different things, okay? So you got that aspect to it, and then again, you got what can they do? I'll just say the only thing I'm terrified of, the thing I'm terrified of the most is like what they'll do with these characters, okay? Even as you look more deep into it, and I forget some of the stuff. Like, I read all of the books, but I read them a long time ago, and I've watched all these different kinds of videos that compare the movies to the books. They did make some pretty big mistakes, like, kind of all throughout. Now, not like things that ruin the movies. I love the movies to death, and I love the books, but you re-look at it and you say, yeah, they messed up a couple times there in each movie, okay, in terms of like books to movies. So it's not like the movies were perfect in the first place. And then you also have, I don't know, you have a chance to ruin it. You also have a chance, I guess, to expand it. But notice I'm not saying like you have a chance to make it better, because in reality, the movies are at a very high level, the books are at a very high level. To say, well, we can do it even better is, I mean, I guess you probably want to go into it with a mindset of like, we're going to go in and we're going to do this really good justice and all that kind of stuff. You can go in with that, but I don't know. I feel like the only thing you can, like the best case scenario is you can kind of just match the quality. I don't know if you can do it better. Now, you could argue, and you should argue, by the way, some of the biggest issues I have are with movies. When you bring back properties in movies and they don't work. Star Wars is the biggest example I can think of at this moment. There are plenty of others. However, you could use the thing against me and say, well, Mandalorian, what they're going with the future, like Ahsoka and all this different kind of stuff, like that is rejuvenating the lore, the fantasy, the entire world of Star Wars, or the universe of Star Wars, okay? It's actually helping. Even if you look at WandaVision and Loki and all this kind of stuff that's gonna eventually happen, right? These are actually helping Marvel, right? The movies actually may be the worst part of what Marvel has in store in the future, but the shows actually are really good. So, what I will say is, while I am scared because you are having the same characters, because really, and by the way, why do I keep saying that? Because it's called Harry Potter, a Harry Potter live-action TV series, so that means it is Harry Potter. It's Harry, Ron, Hermione, right? So that's what you're going to be doing. It's not like it's a wizarding world. It's not like it's a different time period. Now, obviously, it would be when they're grown up. I can't imagine it wouldn't be. So we'll have to see what they do there, but again, that is... Really, it is a movie just put into a TV show. So the worries are still there, but also the idea that they really could actually pull it off, right? We'll have to see. Again, they said that they're looking for writers, so the earlier thing about J.K. Rowling, we'll have to see if she has anything. Obviously, she'd have to have something to do with it. It's her franchise. She probably has a say in all of it. 2 weeks ago, we had just an avalanche of news stories, right? Literally an avalanche, and every single day, it seemed to get like one up. Last week was quiet. Last week was a pretty quiet week. This week, I mean, it was starting pretty quiet. There was stories on the weekend, and then bam, we just get hit by this, and it's like, holy dear Jesus. There's actually not many more things that you can do this week that can one-up this one. To bring back something, and really, to end this video, let's just think about it one last time. To bring back a franchise like this, whether it's good or bad, okay, just kind of putting that aside just for this last little bit, is insane. And it's something that is not, it wasn't unpredictable. Like, we all knew, I think, right? There was interviews with the cast and different people, and they all said, none of them ever said no, right? That this could never happen, right? A lot of them were like, it could happen, or if they wanted to, they would, I would maybe come back, all that different kind of stuff. So we knew it was absolutely it was a possibility to do it. Now we get, again, official confirmation, because they're still nowhere near close. But again, within the next 2, 3, 4 years, we'll be seeing it. So that is a very, very crazy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys have the bell icon turned on. Again, so all these videos go up. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, PodcastNow15 is my Twitter handle. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you all on the next video.